Hey everybody, and welcome to a new series on the channel. Just a quick update on the programming because I know it's been all over the place, but specifically about one series. So I may not be uploading videos of the flower collectors this week, so we may be putting this game, Jenny LeClue Detective Vu, in its place. Basically, what happened is I started recording some of the flower collectors, and the plot went to a very dark place, which is kind of in sync with a lot of activities going on. Well, maybe one particular activity that's happened in recent events, and I really don't feel like maybe the time is right to release that kind of content to people that may be personally affected by it, especially not in this very kind of tumultuous time. So I'm kind of putting the flower collectors on pause for a little bit so we can have some distance and time to heal from that. So let's go ahead and start up here. Jenny LeClue Detective Vu. Yes, I do want just a new game, please. Start a brand new game, erasing all your collectibles in progress. Yeah, well, I don't have any collectibles. I'm sorry, game. Yes, confirm, please. New game. Yes. Confirm, yes. Hello, let me... Alright, there you go. There's no mouse support, at least not that I can find, so it's a little difficult to tell what was being selected there. Alright, hopefully it's not too loud. Arthurton, you'll never want to leave. With A&D, creepy or totally normal? That's pretty creepy. Okay, now I can walk with A and D. Okay, I'll just walk from left to right, as one does in games like this. Danger, no swimming. Alright, Mr. Creepy Man, get on your boat and leave Arthurton, I guess. Accelerate with shift. Who are we? What are we doing? What have we been doing? Where are we going? Apparently flying into a flock of birds. Alright, let's pick up the pace a little bit here. Danger. No swimming again, so we've come out to a little rock. And it looks like we perhaps have a detonator of some kind. Rotate with A and D. Previous next with E and Q. Okay, so those are the dials. I'm sure we want the dials to line up with the line up here. But as we move each one, the previous ones also rotate. Okay, so that one doesn't, the top one doesn't affect anything. There we go. We're all lined up. Achievement unlocked, the locksmith's apprentice, and let's do what we're doing, which I'm assuming is blowing up the town. In fact, no, we're not blowing up the town. We're calling our secret tunnel to come from underneath the lake. let's go. I'm assuming we're going under. Descend me, please. There you go. Okay, a little ominous, but honestly a little slow. Achievement unlocked. Welcome to Arthurton. Wake up, man. What? Who? Is it enter to move on? Oh, I must have dozed off. Perhaps we need a spot of tea to wake us up. What do you say, Rufus? Rufus doesn't want any tea. Rufus is a dog. Yes, quite right. Better get back to work. This book won't write itself. Maybe I should start somewhere else, somewhere easier. I'll come back to the prologue later. Something easier than the prologue? The sun rose over another perfect day in picturesque Arthurton. So you're writing a mystery novel, I'm assuming. To the casual observer, Arthurton seemed like any other small, quiet town. So was that previous part in your book, or was that real in Arthur? Is Arthurton a real place? It was nestled in a valley between two mountains, lined by lustrous forests, and perched on the edge of a pristine lake. It had a main street with all the essentials, including a place to sip coffee. We got Grubman's Grocery, the grub you love, Russ Brothers Barbers, Mr. Bean's Coffee Shop, Agatha Krusty's. That's a good one. Bait and Tackle, and Pharmacy and Magic, the Great Placebo. Prescriptions, elixirs, and tonics, card tricks, and wand repair. It had schools, a college, a church, and a police station. It even had a museum no one ever visited. It was the kind of place you might find anywhere on your travels. Typical, maybe even forgettable. But there was one thing in Arthurton that was unlike any other town in the whole world. Actually, it was a girl. Her name was Jenny LeClue. She appears to be missing a tooth. And she was the world's greatest detective. Finkelstein residence. Oh, hello, Glenda. Yes, he said he might ring. Okay, patch me through then. Alright, who are we waiting for? Richard? Yes, I got it. I did, and my answer is no. I understand that, but... Yes, of course, but... No, nothing is settled. I'm not going to do it. It goes against everything my book stands for. My books stand for. No, not yet, but... If I could just... So, let me guess, you're falling on hard times, you're not making as much money as you used to, this guy wants to give you money to send your books in a different direction, but you want to keep going with the Jenny LeClue series? If I could just... Please, listen to what I'm saying. Alright, what do you expect from us, game? Oh, we can move. Excuse me, I did not realize we could move. Chapter 1. We can interact with the Newton's Cradle here. We can tip the pencil right off the edge and be a bad guy. Oh, come on, how many times are you going to make us do it? There you go, goodbye, pencil. Oh. Oh. Okay, we can't send the T over the edge. What's the letter? Dear Arthur, hope all is well. Afraid I've got bad news, old chum. There's no easy way to say it, so I've attached the latest book sale numbers from the office of Richard Inkwell. That's the Richard we were talking about. Nowadays, young readers want more mystery and danger. You're losing them with Jenny's increasingly timid and repetitive adventures. One bit of good news is it's too late for the stores to cancel their orders for the next book, so we're going to give you one last go and see if you can breathe some life into the old girl. We want you to try a proper murder mystery. And we've penciled in there, I'm not a murderer. Start killing people off. I'm not a murderer. Add some drama. The bottom line is, if you don't step it up, I'm afraid it's a case of Jenny and the last hurrah. Flip it. In other positive news, someone from a newspaper, a real newspaper, finally reviewed your last book. We do not like that person, apparently. We've called them a hack. Jenny LeClue and the Missing Marmalade Sandwich. The 38th and hopefully last book in a series, which is very much past its prime. Once a collection of mystery stories cherished by children all over the world, Jenny LeClue has since taken a nosedive into mediocrity without reservation. Arthur K. Finkelstein, quality and blah blah blah. I see complete waste of time. Let's zoom. I see the worst piece of something something something. The only mystery left in Arthurton is how this trash keeps getting published. This reader nearly died of boredom. On a positive note, the book makes a good doorstop. Wouldn't know a good story if it bit you in the rump. I took the worst bits out. Thank you, Richard. I imagine all this might come as a bit of a shock, but we've got to move on with the times. Throw in a murder or two, a dash of real tragedy, and who knows, maybe you've got one great story left in you. I'll ring you later to discuss. Sorry about your career. Chin up, though. Eh? Richard Inkwell. P.S. Squash next week? At least you'll have time to work on that backhand soon. Alright, well, thank you, Richard. But I think we're finished here. Exit with X. Alright, there you go. And let's get back to maybe finishing the story, please. Alright. Exit with X. There we go. You don't understand what you're asking for. You want me to turn Jenny's world upside down? Kill off my characters and destroy everything I've built over the last 30 years? Fine. I'll give you what you want. But I warn you, I'm a stream of consciousness writer, and you have unleashed my fury. Good day, sir. Boring. Predictable. Ha! If it's murder they want, it's murder they'll get. Alright. Back to Jenny LeClue. It should have been another perfect day in Arthurton. But today was different. And nothing would ever be the same again. To begin with, Jenny LeClue was dead. Well, you killed off your main character. That's a bold statement right there. Her skin was pale. Her eyes glassy and frozen. What cruel fate had befallen our beloved detective? No, no, no! Never move the victim! Mrs. LeClue, she's doing it again! Jenny LeClue, you are a dead body. Dead bodies don't talk. Alright, let's see. A great detective trusts their instincts, follows evidence, turns in their reports on time. Essay on decapitation and dismemberment due next week. They never make it personal. They never reveal their hand too soon, or leaves their coffee unattended, or makes assumptions. And never, ever leaves their coffee unattended. Alright. Julie LeClue, former detective, teaches dumb students. Terrible cook. Great mom. What but he's doing it wrong. As wonderful as it would be if all cadavers were so talkative, we must deduce the cause of death without their help. With only the evidence laid before us. Okay, so she's teaching detectives, and we are her stand-in for a corpse. With only the evidence laid before us, we build a picture from the fragments left behind. We collect clues, interpret the data, and solve our puzzle, one piece at a time, until it feels as if the victim is speaking to us. But Jenny is right, Jonathan. You're doing it wrong. You mustn't disturb the crime scene. Vital evidence could be lost. Sorry, Mrs. LeClue. Okay, you've all had a chance to study the body. Who can postulate how she met her demise? Oh, me! I think it was an accident. Yeah? She obviously wasn't looking where she was going, so she slipped on the wet floor and cracked her head open like an egg. And then she bled to death. Really? How can you tell? By the large amount of blood underneath her? Well, there's a giant pool of blood around her head, but what about the greenness around the mouth? Like, may indicate that she ingested something poisonous? Yeah, I know. I was being sarcastic. Oh. Actually, you're both wrong. What? It was cold-blooded murder. Murder? Don't be ridiculous. Where's the murder weapon? There's no evidence anyone else was even here. Oh, yes there is. It was murder, and I can prove it. We're trying to solve our own murder here. The case of the dead lab assistant. Jenny had read all the books. She'd absorbed all her mother's teachings. But there was nothing quite like getting your hands dirty. How many people get the chance to solve their own murder? The first step in any good deduction was collecting evidence. Seemingly insignificant details could provide a vital piece of the puzzle. First, I'll search the crime scene for clues. Then she'd analyze the data. And finally, deduce the real cause of death. Alright, here we go. Found 0 of 8 clues. Well, what's the deal with the green stuff on the mouth? The victim had a green smudge on her lips. It's not lipstick. Alright. Glasses? Without her trusty bifocals, Jenny couldn't see the nose in front of her face. They were her window to the world and the lens through which she focused her keen detective vision. A strange, very unusual for a child to have bifocals. It wasn't Jenny's style to wear accessories, but this hair clip was the exception. Its function as a lockpick had saved Jenny from a long night trapped in her school locker. She'd worn it ever since. You can lockpick the lock from the inside. That's pretty cool. There's no doubt the victim lost a lot of blood. Mr. Beans. The ends justify the beans. What a waste of perfectly good coffee. Jenny's love for coffee was almost as strong as her passion for crime solving. Chalky green residue on the rim. Smells like burnt matches. Alright, clues 5 of 8. The tear on the shirt. Jenny's blue sweater was scruffy and quite uncomfortable, but her grandmother had knitted it, so it was her favorite. The more it itched, the closer she felt to her. Yeah, but the big dash? The big scratch on it? Boots? Approximately 8 sizes too big. And covered in mud. And the water on the ground? The floor is wet and slippery, but also immaculately clean. So if she had walked through with muddy boots, we'd see prints, and we don't see prints. I've seen enough. Time to wrap this case up. How do I know the victim didn't slip? Jenny was a meticulous record keeper, noting every relevant clue in her trusty journal. A great detective knew that solving a mystery was simply a matter of connecting the dots. I'm certain this wasn't a mere accident. Now I just need to prove it. Alright, we know the victim didn't slip because of the boots. And also because of the wet floor. We're going to make a deduction on that, please. The victim's boots are filthy. They should have left big muddy footprints on the floor. So where are they? Someone else was here. Either someone washed away her footprints, or she was carried here. Solved. Achievement unlocked. Great gumshoe. Okay, that proves she didn't slip. So how did she actually die? I'm gonna guess it was the mouth and the coffee cup, please. The victim's lips are dry and crusty and stained green. No coffee left, just a chalky green residue that smells of almonds. Smells of almonds, that means it's cyanide? Coffee, deadly but delicious. Smells of burnt matches. There's a green residue in the bottom of the victim's coffee cup. It smells of burnt matches. I don't know what that's all about. I believe almonds is cyanide. Phosphorus. Also found in common garden fertilizer. The same green mark is on the victim's lips. Her coffee was spiked with fertilizer. Someone clearly wanted her dead. Solved. Achievement unlocked. A most deadly brew. Ah, the case of the dead lab assistant. Gone before her time. Was it poison? Yes. A blow to the head? Yes. An accident? Certainly not. No footprints and an unshattered mug? She was killed somewhere else and carried here. This is the story of a scorned ex-lover, Jenny, the gardener, exacting his revenge. Jenny, a deadly brew of fertilizers and caffeine coursing through her veins. That's quite enough, thank you. What happens to the gardener? Is this going to be on the test? Remember, class, even the smartest criminals make mistakes. This is how we catch a killer. But what's the point of all this? Yeah, there hasn't been a murder in Arthurton in years. Every town has a dark side, even Arthurton. By doubting, we are led to question, and by questioning, we arrive at the truth. Okay, that's all for today. Don't forget, next class is our field trip to the morgue. So have a light lunch. The students need to think for themselves, Jenny. That's why they're here at Gumboldt, to learn. I just figured we all had places to go. Speaking of which, and where are you off to, young lady? I'm a dead body, Mom, remember? Dead bodies don't tell. See ya. Wait, before you go, I have something for you. Oh, cool. What is it? If I told you, that would spoil the fun, wouldn't it? The LeClues didn't simply hand each other presents. They hid them. It was a family tradition, and Jenny had developed a sixth sense for finding them. With her trusty magnifying glass at her side, nothing eluded her. I see a present behind those boots right there. If I can press M to get our magnifying glass. Yeah, right there. A new journal! To Jenny, there was nothing better than the aroma of a fresh leather notebook. It smelled like mystery. Without missing a beat, she did what any detective worth their salt would do. She decorated it. I heart nerds. We just put that top left here. Alright, next sticker, please. Put a big magnifying glass on there. Can we scale it up a little bit? There we go. Right here. Let's add a new sticker. Let's go for a pink star. Right there. We're just kind of... Either we are lighting an anthill on fire, or we're looking at a giant pink star. There you go. And let's have a red heart. A red heart just up in the top right corner. Actually, I don't like the top right corner because it's kind of off. It leaves a big open space here. So, there you go. Done. I'm done. Case files, map, choosiness, and postcards. A great detective never gives up. Love, Mom. A new journal meant new adventures. She imagined all the thrilling cases that would soon fill its pages. And on the first page, her mother had written an inscription. A great detective never gives up. Love, Mom. Yeah, okay, so I'm fine with that. I mean, you want me to decorate this too? I don't think so. I love it. Thanks, Mom. Jenny? I wanted to talk about your dad, or your lack of a dad. To say that you want to remarry and give us a new stepfather. Somewhere in the back of Jenny's highly caffeinated brain, an alarm bell was ringing. Her mom was hesitating. What could be causing her to act so out of character? Limited eye contact, watery eyes, defensive body language, missing ring. A missing ring? Have we just left has our mother just left our father? Is that what's going on? Jenny saw it coming from a mile away. Her mother was about to get emotional. I've really got to go. No, Jenny, wait. I need your help. What? Really? Jenny couldn't believe her ears. It was extremely unusual for a mother to ask for help. It must be something very important. Tracing the steps of a deranged killer? A cold case that only someone with Jenny's expertise could solve? I've misplaced the students' essays on decapitation. See if you can find them for me before you leave. I have to run. Wow. The case of the misplaced papers? Are you sure you want to trust me with such a complex task? I have no doubt you'll be able to find them. They're around here somewhere. Jenny was unsure if her mother was unable to detect sarcasm or just really good at ignoring it. Yeah, I'll help my mom. Okay, Mom. I'll find them before I leave. On one condition. Yes? You have to let me help grade them. One of Jenny's favorite pastimes was grading papers. Really? Nothing pleased her more than giving a big shiny F to an overconfident student. Well, I can see how that would be, at least a little amusing. Don't push your luck. Please? Okay. Yes. Find the papers and go straight home. But I'm meeting Keith tonight. No buts, remember? Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm still feeling the effects of being poisoned for your class. Well then, I have the perfect antidote. You're staying with your cousin this weekend, and you still need to pack. This again? Look, I've considered your offer, Mom, and I'm going to have to decline. I'm old enough to take care of myself. I'll be back late tonight. There's meatloaf in the fridge. Let's question your motive. Late again? What are you up to? We're going on our mother's going on a date. That's what this is all about. Jenny LeClue, it's been a difficult week. Could you please just do what you're told for once and stop asking questions? Fine. I'm trying to stay out of trouble. When do I ever get into trouble? Alright, Jenny LeClue. Let's find those papers, why don't we? Alright, let's find these papers and get out of here. So we can walk up and down, we can run, we can interact. Alright, let's just go to the left. What was that? I saw something on the ground. Thought I saw something on the ground. No, it's just the leg of the chalkboard there. Examine the microscope. Please do not touch. Huh. Someone must be running an experiment. Well, that was unexpected. What do we see? Some green goo? Gross. Pretty soon it's gonna sprout legs. Alright, well, I guess that's all we can do is just look at that. Oh, I saw something under the leg. Yeah, there was definitely something under the leg. Becoming a great detective took more than book smarts. You need real-life experience. And Jenny was always on the lookout for a chance to get her hands dirty. Yeah, like, what about way down here? Was that it? Is that the one thing we were supposed to find? Like, were we supposed to do something more with that? Oh yeah, we were actually supposed to click on it after we found it. It's one of the students' term papers. You can tell by their terrible handwriting and erroneous conclusions. Mom must have put them behind the chalkboard. Because that was one of them. I can grab. Oh, I can pull the whole thing. Okay, so yeah, there they are. There, I got the papers. Found you. Time to get out of here. Yeah, but I could also look at some other things. Like, examine the skeleton. Looking rather trim today, Ethan. New diet? What's the matter? Lost your funny bone? Aha. Examine the jam jar. One of Jenny's earliest memories was making raspberry jam with her mom. It's the perfect substitute for blood in class demonstrations, and better tasting than the pig's blood the textbook recommends. Well, I imagine you're right. Jenny looked around the room one last time. Was she ready to leave? Yes, I'm ready to leave. I have the papers. Okay, so she wasn't really dead. That would be silly. No, Jenny was alive and well and ready for another perfect day in Arthurton. Alright, I actually think that's maybe where we want to end it, since it's been about half an hour and apparently it's saved just now. So, again, sorry if you were waiting for the update for the flower collectors. Again, I think this may be just not a good time to upload those videos right now because of their content, but hopefully we can get to them soon. So thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you again next time.